Hi there, Michelle with Crafty Servings. So we got a new kit. I haven't added a kit for a while, and it's a scarecrow. So it's super cute. Just want to come on, see if you can hear me okay. Make sure you say hi. Let me know you're out there. I'm going to need some help during this live to decide whether or not I want to include a couple things in the kit. I'm leaning not, just because everybody might do it different. Everybody might have different colors than what I have. So I'm deciding. Let me see what we got here. That does not sound right. I haven't added a kit. Microphone is in use. You know, I thought I had this all figured out, but wrong one. All right. Hello, Kathy. I'm trying to get it up on my computer just because I can't see. I'm deciding. I don't think you can hear this. Let me try one more time. All right. We'll see if that's better. Otherwise, I'll turn the voice enhancements on. Let me try one more time. Hello, Kathy, Diane. I can see on the computer, I can see names. I can't see up there yet. I've got new lenses on order. We'll see if that's better. Otherwise, I'll turn the voice enhancements on. Hello, Kathy, Diane. I can see on the computer, I can see names. I can't see up there yet. I don't feel that's helping. All right, let me pull this out, and we're gonna just turn on voice enhancements. All right, that should be better. All right, let me pull this out, and we're gonna just turn on voice enhancements. The struggle is always real. Why is that? All right, that should be better. You could hear me fine. I felt like I wasn't though on my microphone when I listened back. I usually can tell if my microphone is actually on or not, and I felt for some reason it wasn't. Not sure why. I thought I had it all figured out how to do it. I'm going to turn it off. All right. Let's say hello, Kathy and Tara and Paula, Diane, another Kathy. Hello, Sonia. She said sensations. I laugh at William saying that all the time. I can't say it. He struggles saying it. You can just say it, no problem. That's too funny. You guys, make sure you check them out. Sonia and William are adorable. Hello, Judy. How are you? Judy, you're out of the hospital. I was going to say, you're always in the hospital. Just still sending you prayers. I'm glad you're out now. I hope you stay out for a while. Hello, Colette. How do you get notifications? At the top of my page, you should should be able to subscribe to my channel. Look on there, or you can go out to Telegram. There's a link at the top of my page also to Telegram. I send both that way. Hello, Milana. There's another Melania. This is different. Milana, hello. Hello, Linda. All right, let's, I'm gonna take this out of my way. We're gonna go ahead and get started so it doesn't take so long. Oops. Cash didn't want to say hi. Who spelled you, Doherty spelled your name wrong. All right, so let me show you what it is. It's really cute. It's a cute scarecrow. Milena. Got it. I'll try and remember that because we have a Melania on here too that comes on. He's a mess. Sonia, she said. Yes, he does say she said, shad, he shad. Yes, he does say that. I laugh every time listening to him say it because it's a lot better than when I could say it. Too funny. I adore watching you guys, and William is just hilarious. All right, let me show you what this is gonna be. Actually, I didn't realize that all these little holes cut out. That's all right. We'll probably still put dots on it. So it says Hello Fall, and we're gonna add a cute bow down below, like as if it's a collar. I have to see this. All right. And there's a star with it, and there's a bow. So I'm going to ask for you guys for help on whether or not I should include a bow with it, if I should just include the fabrics with it. I'm leaning towards not including any because you could shift this down, and it would be really cute. And depending on how you paint it, you may not even use what I would send you. Thank you for passing me on. I appreciate that. Hello, Ashton. Had an injection in my hip today. Oh, I hope it works out for you, Linda. I hope that works out for you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's do this background first. We're going to paint this a vintage. I'm going to make this fallish. You know, I like my fall colors. I like a little vintage. We're going to make it vintage again. We're going to make it look rustic. This is vintage white, the folk art vintage white. And you know what? I'm going to squirt it right on here. I think so too, Ashton. I have not done one yet. I'm cutting, and honestly, if you go out to my Etsy shop, they're not in there yet. I will have them on. I'll get that out there later today. I will get some in there, okay? So as of right now, they're not in there. I just wanted to come on because I'm debating what to put in there. I'm not positive that I want to include a bow or even the fabric for the bow because I have a feeling some people wouldn't use it. Especially if you don't like rustic. Hello, Susan. How are you? You usually come on when I'm all done. And I see all your comments after. And I feel bad because it's not live. But I appreciate that you comment. I really appreciate that. There we go. Let's get that out of there. Then we're going to dry this up and we're going to give it one more coat. I agree, Sonia. I struggle. I mean, some people, you know, you can do your own kind of bowl. Mine is going to be a little different. It's going to be rustic. The colors are, it's actually Tim Holtz fabrics that I'm going to use, which I love my Tim Holtz fabrics. Anything Tim Holtz I love. Thank you, Susan. It's a washed hair day. I started off my day with the dentist and then eye doctor. So wasn't that a start of a day? And I wasn't very pleasantly happy at the dentist office. So she needs people's skills. Okay, that's good to have your opinions. I'll show you how I'm going to make mine. And honestly, I could make the bow too and send with it, but just really debate on it. So it's good to know that some of you are feeling too, because each person is going to do their colors a little different. They're not going to do exactly what I'm doing. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate it. Hello, Kathy. Yeah, I do like the white. I feel like I'm going to do his face the same color. I should do that. Maybe I'll do that. Because the highlighting is going to set it off. It's a scarecrow, like wall hanging, or you could do it as a shelf sitter. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate it. How you doing, Phyllis? Just get this out of the way. All right. I'm going to just set this up here because I'm going to do the face. Now, you're going to see there's a face on here. You're going to be able to see that after you paint it. I just want to see. Let me get some on here now. You're not a fan of the dentist? I don't really have that much problem with the dentist, but we have a different, we're used to our old dentist and there's a new one in there now. And I like the hygienist, and the dentist just didn't. The thing is she wants me to do that panoramic x-ray, and I don't like more x-rays than what I need. And she came in, and because I refused it today to the hygienist, I really just don't want another x-ray. And she came in and she told me, next time you will have it. If you want me to treat you, you will have it. I'm like, okay. All right, I'm just trying to see how this is going to fit. And I'm like, well, that didn't please me. So you're saying that if I don't have it, that I can't come here. And I've been going there probably for 40 years. But it should be my choice, right? All right, we're going to just set that here and there. There's raffia in the bowl. There is raffia in the bowl. But I'm adding a lot more to it. She loved the antler canvases. She loved them. To just wet this a little bit. It spreads a little better when you wet your brush a little more. So I brush a little bit more. That way, especially when the paint is so thick, it really helps. We're going to rustic this up. Oh, that looks pretty nice. I just wet my brush a little just to spread this to get it a little smoother. We're going to dry it, and I'm going to do this one more time. I didn't think so either, Susan. I didn't think so. Make sure as you're hopping on, you say hi. Let me know you're out there. I think the scarecrow is going to be adorable. I should have had a little extra raffia, because I think I'm going to put a little raffia under the hat, too. I'll have to grab a little more. Hello, Linda. Hello, hello. You can see, even after I put a second coat, you're going to be able to see where your outline is for your face. So it's going to be easy to follow it. You can use a paint marker to follow it. You can use a brush. I think I'm going to do a brush today. All right, let me just do this one more time. Pretty. All right, I should be done. Let me just make sure. I think I'm done with this color. All right, let's dry these up. We're gonna age up that board a little bit. When the paint is watered down like that, when I use my brush to dip it in water and put it on, it actually dries a little quicker than the real thick paint. Did y'all have a good weekend? It was beautiful weather here. Just beautiful. It was like 70 degrees, sunny, just comfortable. Today it's like mid-80s, I think. It's sort of humid. We have smoke. We have air alert because of the smoke coming down from Canada. So we get that off and on. Last year we got it several times, and we had it already this year earlier. I think last week it was. And now we have it again for today from the wildfires up in Canada. And it's not good. Hope they can manage them. There's a lot of them they set up there in southern Canada. Hello, Vicki. That's cute, Susan. There's some stars. Oh, thank you. All right, it's almost dry. Just gonna dry brush a little color into it. Debating between brown and green that I'm going to dry brush in here. Just a little bit. We're doing green for the hat. Let's just do a little bit of let's try a little bit of this wild truffle. We'll dry brush it. Did I sent you a notice, right, Susan? If I sent you a notice, it should be there, right? I was a little behind on my Happy Meals, and I apologize for that. So if you don't know, make sure you're commenting, because at the end I do scroll in the comments and send out some Happy Meal to someone. All right, I'm just trying to find, some of my brushes are like rock hard because I used them for something I shouldn't have. This is what I'm looking for. All right, this is the wild chalk. Do I want to do this color, or do I want to maybe I should do a little bit of the sunset gold. It's just going to be a light. Let's do this. $94 degrees. Oh gosh. Yeah, we're supposed to get more rain tomorrow. We've been having a good. Only 20%. Only 20%. Mr. Crafty Servings is looking at his weather app right now. Right? He's got us down. Only 20%. So I don't know if we'll cool off much then. All right, I'm just gonna brush a little this year. What?
Same as today, 80 degrees for
Same as today. I don't want to add either yellow or green in that yet. And I'm going to be taking the soft black and doing the aged look on it. Make it look a little chippy. Let's see. A little other color in. I think we'll just let that. We'll let that. Get out to the edges. All right. We're going to take the soft black and make it aged up right away. And we'll do that with the rest of it as I go. So that's a Deco Art soft black. So it's sort of a brownish black. And I'm going to do, let's see. I was debating on doing the crow in that color. Maybe the lettering. All right, so we're just going to do a little aging on the edges of this. Little in the middle. Hello, Alexandria. First time welcome from New Hampshire. Uh-oh. Run, Cash. This is just the soft black, so it's like a brownish black. I might do the crow and black maybe. Some of this is going to be covered over here. By that scarecrow head. You probably won't see really much of that at all. I think that's pretty good. Okay. So for anybody who does crafts and you want, go ahead and also join Crafty Servings Crafting Club. I remember Kathy to say it this time. Kathy McCormick is on here and she's my moderator on there and she does such an amazing job. But I forget to say it, so sometimes she'll say it in the comments. We like to see what you make, so please go post your pictures on there. Okay, we love to see what you make. All right, and then we're gonna set this aside. And we're gonna start working on our other pieces now. I wonder if I can set that on there and it's not gonna do anything on my keyboard. Okay. Just want to make sure that. I've got everything covered that needs to be covered. Oh, I need a little bit more. Just a little bit more over here. All right, so my idea is that we're gonna use greens for the hat. Greens maybe with brown highlighting. We'll use some yellow on there. This is our center, so we'll probably do some brown or maybe soft black. Maybe we're gonna do soft black for this. We're gonna do soft black for the lettering. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're gonna use black for the crow. So let's do lettering. I've got out a foam brush that we're gonna do that soft black with. You got the tracking number? Awesome. I'm glad. You guys gotta be patient with me when I say I'm sending out Happy Mail. Once in a while I've missed it and people let me know. I hope they all let me know. But sometimes it might take me a week, sometimes maybe a little longer, but I get it out there. And I always send you a tracking number. So if you don't get that like in a week or so, make sure you just message me again. Because I might forget sometimes, or I might not see the first notice, or I might see it and it gets lost in my notices. So don't be afraid to remind me. Larry might forget to send it to you sometimes too. I try to have him make sure he gets it out to you on time. He's retired now. He can do that kind of stuff, right? He can do that. He's my backup man. One of these days he's going to come on here and read comments and respond. You could even do that right now. Pull it up on your phone and say hi to people. One of these days. Wouldn't you all want to hear from Larry? Wouldn't you? He's saying, stop it. He said he was going to make me nervous just sitting there, so we might as well involve him. They love the Happy Mail. Awesome, Kathy. Our little fans. All right. It's easy to do these with a foam brush, but you can certainly use a regular brush. I do think I have to do one more coat on him, though. Although, I mean, it's going to be a little rustic, so I don't get everything. It's fine. Okay, and I'm going to do the center with this, too. I was thinking all these little dots were etched in this kit. No, they're not. They're holes in there. It cut out holes, and I didn't even know it was cutting those holes out. All right, so we got that. I think we're just going to dry that up again and give it the second coat. So those are done. Hello, Robin. Kathy says he needs to come on live with you. Would love to see him on here. Yes, and yes, Larry.
Be their worst nightmare.
What?
Be their worst nightmare.
He said he'd be your worst nightmare. Do you challenge him on that? Oh, I'm getting paint on me. Do you challenge him on that? He'd probably be my worst nightmare. Not your worst nightmare. He'd be my worst nightmare. I remember your brother John always saying, "You need to stay off of there," because you'd say something or whatever. He always, "You need to stay off of there." He'd haunt you, honey. But you still need to try. Someday. See, they're all, yes, Mary. Even if you just want to be a backup voice right now, just fine.
Like Wilson?
Well, you already tried being Wilson. You had your Aussie hat on, remember that? All right. I think that's good for that. Let me put this in here in case I need this again. Scared, say scared. Yeah. Oh, Kathy loves a good nightmare. Absolutely a challenge. Come on, honey. You can't let go of a challenge. All right, let's do the green next. All right, the greens I have picked out, I have sage. It's folk art chalk. I don't think that makes a difference. And, alfalfa. I'm not sure of this alfalfa. Oh, that's a little green for me. Or a little greenish yellow, I think. Not positive I want to use that one. We might grab a different green. Yeah, he's scared. Oops. Needs to be stirred a little. Oh, that green was in there. I didn't shake it up very well. Just stir it on here. Don't disappoint the fans, Mr. Crafty Servings. And Kathy says, "We don't bite, Larry." See, get on there and read those comments. And respond. You can just respond from where you are. The fans want to know you. They'll be your fans.
I'm so busy.
Yeah, it looks busy. Busy. All right. I'm just going to go on like that. I have to do this top here. Probably just going to do this outside just to get a little color on there in case a little of that shows. Pretty well. I'm going to highlight around there. You can paint everywhere. You can paint everywhere. Inquiring minds want to know. Yep. One of these days he will. When he least expects it. All right, let's go back and do this. Another coat right away. Looks pretty dry. It's warm in here. It's drying. It's a pretty green. I'm not happy with this other green I picked out. It's going to be too yellowish green. I'm going to grab a different green. That'll look nicer with this. I just think it'll be too, it's like a yellowish green. I don't think I want that. I want to look a little more rustic. Susan says, hi. We're making a scarecrow sign. Larry, you just might boost her numbers. I've told you that. I told you that.
Or drop them
Don't
drastically.
you want that? Or drop them drastically. We'll see. Okay, I'm grabbing a different green. See, this one looks almost like yellowish green. I don't want that. So I've got either this, I think this dark one will be pretty, avocado, or I've got mossy. Mossy isn't quite dark enough. That would have been pretty on the bottom. Ooh, those two would go really good together. Maybe I'll just do one coat of this on here yet. Happy retirement, Tara says. To you. Not to me. I'm not retired yet.
Thank you.
Did you hear him, Tara?
Thank you.
We're just going to add one coat of this. That, I like that better. Okay, I think that's better. I like it better. Okay, so the color I'm using on here is Mossy Meadows instead, and then I'm going to use avocado as the highlighting color. Ooh, I like that. Much prettier, much prettier. Okay. All right, that's pretty. Let that dry up a little bit. Let's do the yellow. So we're gonna do the beak, the sun, and the star all the same. I think we're gonna use this ceramic coat. The straw is going to match the fabric I'm going to use in the bowl, which you won't see that much, but then I'm going to highlight it with the sunset gold. Little spill. I know, wouldn't you love to hear them respond to your questions? 3 years, Diane, congratulations. Are you enjoying? Yeah, you're busier now. Larry's got to get that figured out, and he admits that. He's got to get that figured out. Where to fill in the time, and I mean, right now, this time of year he loves, because he loves mowing. He loves doing that. But during the winter, it'll be, he's got to figure something out. And helping me would be just wonderful. I'd like to start doing more of the bigger wood kits. I've got a scarecrow, a sitting scarecrow that I want to get cut out, and I'll offer that as kit. All right, let's just dry these up. Give one more coat, and then we're gonna add that sunset gold on as a highlight. So it's a lot of basic colors I'm using here, and not many different as a variety. If you don't want to do the highlighting, that's fine. You could even take a marker and do like your stitch marks if you want, just to make it look a little more country. You can certainly do that. All right, we're gonna do black for the crow. We are going to highlight over the outside of this one, well, both of them, but you're going to see a lot better than when it's laying on top of this one. This is his tail, feathers, and his body. We just need one coat of this black. Black always covers so well. Make sure I hit everything on there. Okay. Let's do this nose. We're going to use terracotta. And we'll highlight that in Georgia clay. I finally got another bottle of Georgia clay. Are you going to put raffia under the hat rim? I am. I have to get up and grab that, Diane, because I have some here, but that's going to be for in the bowl. But we are going to put a little under the brim. Okay, let's just grab a little brush. And do the nose. Now, I painted it twice, but you can still see the highlights of where the nose should be. Trying to stay in there a little bit. It even has hash marks where you can do your little stitches as if you stitched it on. I have a new admirer. Aw, your baby wants to hold the phone, your grandbaby. Sweet Kathy. You have a whole family watching me all the time. 6 years, Kathy? Oh gosh, it does take time to adjust, huh? I'm sure it does. I know that when I do, I'm still gonna feel like I'm so busy, which is good. Because I want to do a lot of this. but then I want to do a lot of fun. Well, this is fun too, but. A little inside the line there. That's all right. It'll all work. All right. Oh, 10 months old now. Gosh. Let's do a little bit of highlighting. All right, I'm gonna get this Georgia clay out of that for a bit. This is my favorite shading for an orange color. So pretty. Okay, and I'm going to dip in the Georgia clay.
Wanted to try it.
That's not me, honey. He's listening to somebody else. What's up with that?
Listen to you all day.
You don't listen to me all day. You don't listen to me. All right, so we just did a little of the darker on the outside. We'll actually do a little bit of light in the middle too. All right, then I'm gonna get out the sunset gold. We're gonna do the highlighting on the flower and the star. We stay busy sometimes. I think I'm still on the time clock. Kathy, you know, it has to be hard. Oh, wait, sunset gold? It's a little darker. It has to be hard for you, especially during the winter when you have dark all the time. I would have a hard time with that. But now you have light all the time, right? Is it almost where it's light all day long by you? I'm just putting it on one side of the flower. Okay, and then I think I'm going to do it. So I did it just on one side. You can see that difference. But I'm going to do it around the inside. Now that middle is going to cover this up, but I'm doing it so that it's going to be somewhat on the petals too. I should actually do a little bit of brown on there too. That's what I should be doing. Let's add a little milk chocolate in there. Definitely going to make the Tide soap containers. Are you, Diane? That was so fun. That was so fun. Somebody asked about buying it. Well, that one was already sold. I know I still have another head downstairs that I actually have done, but I don't have the fabric anymore. Kathy, I can't imagine full light all day long and all night. I don't know how I'd sleep. I suppose you darken everything, huh? Just adding a little brown so that when we add that center, you're going to see that little bit of brown around the outside. I should actually do that even on the edges. We'll do that. You'll see that a little better. Okay, now you see that a little better. Okay, and then when you add this on, you're just going to see that outside. Okay, so let's do, we're going to, because you don't see the other yellow I picked out very well, we're going to pick up that brown and do that on the star too. The star is actually going to be on the bow. This is where I'm choosing to put it. You'll be able to choose to put it anywhere you want. Okay. It's a star. Okay, now we have to we'll do the dark green on here. So now we're going to use the avocado. This is not good. Again, if you don't like highlighting, you wouldn't necessarily have to do this either, but even if you want to do like a marker, make sure it's more of a permanent marker, because you don't want water-based, because if you spray seal it or anything, that will run. So you could do like the stitch marks all the way around, make it look a little more country. All those little extras that you do can be pretty easy. But it just adds really a lot when you add little extra things. Like we're going to add the little polka dots. I love doing that. Doing this darker all the way around the hat, and then when I'm all done with all these different colors, then I'm going to take a very light color and do up the middle of all of them. Okay, that's pretty good. You can just see that highlighting on there. We're going to do darker for this hat brim. So I think it looks sort of like it's a brim. We're going to do completely that color. Yeah, the stitches would be really pretty on it. And like I said, there are some stitches like on the face that I'll be putting on. That you can see is already on the kit when you would get it. Like I said, this kit isn't in my shop yet. It'll be in later today. Okay. We might have to, let's see, if we put this on here, we're going to do a little bit up around. All right, we'll take this brown again and do the face. You have a new great grandbaby due in October. That is awesome, Kathy. I can't wait to see the quilt. I can't wait to see it. That's so awesome. You make so many beautiful handmade things, Kathy. All right, so I'm just going to lay this on here so I can see where we're going to do. Okay, I have to do a little more dark green. We are going to do some raffia under here though too. Okay, so I'm going to lay this in here so I can see where I'm going to do the highlighting around the face. Okay, I got a good idea of that. So I just did that outline and now I can spread that around a little bit. In there, I need a little of that vintage white yet. I can dip in the other side. I like double dipping it because then it seems to blend better. We'll have to add a little bit just a little bit over here yet. Cute little highlighted face. Now we're going to put a little bit though under, this is a skinny amount. We're going to put it around that nose and I double dipped it again. Nose. We're going to do around the eyes too right away, even though I don't have the eyes in there. I can see where they're going to be. Ooh, that's pretty good. We're gonna wet that and get that off. You know, another color I like adding in when I'm doing a scarecrow to make it look real rustic is a little like bluish gray. That always looks really pretty in here, like a dry brush. I feel like we could do that. Just add a little more white. I'm going to do that, just add that little bit extra. Jackie, you're welcome. Hello, Tammy. This is just going to be real light, dry brushing we're going to add in here. And to me, it makes it look a little bit rustic. This is Cloudy Day. I don't think this is the color I've used in the past, but it's the color I'm using today because I'll show you. It's like bluish gray. We're gonna only do a little bit of it. You'll see it. You can see it. I think you'll be able to see it. It does add that little bit of dirtiness to it. If you can tell that, I can see it. All right, let's just add the eyes in now. We're going to use the black for the eyes again. Tammy, the video for that scarecrow, I did not. I went back and looked, and there are videos out there yet. They haven't deleted all my videos yet. They will be soon. But I was trying to find, do you know like what year it was? I know I look back. I have to go back and search every video from that, and I'm trying. It helps if I can narrow it down. Okay, now this does, I don't know if you can see, you can see the line where the etching is, so you know, and you could use a paint marker if you want, if you're not steady with a brush. I'm not always steady with a brush. I just made that eye bigger. That's all right. We're not even going to try and fix it. Okay. Well, I'm going to try and do the lines. I think I'm just going to do them with this brush. Let me just see what it looks like. No, that's too wide. I'm gonna use a little shorty brush. I don't know if that's gonna help, but again, you can see the hash marks that are on here. So I'm just following those hash marks. And there's one here. Oh, I gotta do cheeks on them too. There's one here. So here. Oh, you know what? I want to do the cheeks first. It actually has a bigger smile. Let's dry this up and we're going to do cheeks and then we'll finish the hash marks. You're thinking 2021, I'll try and look back, Tammy. It very well could be that far back. I started in 2019. Cheeks. I think I should just do this. You know what? I might go in and do the paint. I'm getting better with paint on cheeks. I just have to make sure they're dry. Let's do that. I don't have a color here that we're doing with. Maybe not. Eyebrows, yes. Yes, there are eyebrows on here too. So, all right, let's go in and finish the mouth. The mouth actually goes up really far. Ooh, that's a fat one. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. You can always paint over it if you don't like it. Okay, and there's hash marks on the nose that I saw. That I must want to do the hash marks on the nose. Pretty cute. Let's do the lines on the hat. There's little hash marks in there. I feel like I need a longer brush to do that. Let's do that in the. Let's try the sunset gold. We'll see if we see it. feel like I gotta have it, I have to have it a certain way to do. Okay, we got that. You know what? I don't have that sunset golden on the beak. I just made his beak darker. All right, we're gonna dry it up and then we're just going to do some more highlighting. Let's do eyeballs. On the crow. Should we do little eyeballs? I think we're gonna do little eyeballs on him. And then we'll do some highlighting and little dots and we'll be ready to start putting them together. I should highlight around the crow too. We're going to use that white to highlight a little bit on that crow. Swap plates here. I almost feel like I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use that blue that I used. So it's a little darker. This is that blue that I used on the face, just dry brushing it. It's a little darker. The white would stand out really a lot. We don't need that. Thank you, Tammy. And now you see me looking at my computer all the time and not at the camera. It's just because I can't see comments where if I go down like this, I can see you. I'm trying to adjust. I need adjusting on my glasses yet. So when I can't see, I can see better on the computer. Okay, I added that little bit. Let's just do a little on here yet. And now let's dip a little in that brown again and we'll do up on the beak. All right. We'll put it together and then we might do a little more. So this was the background that we aged up right at the beginning. And then we might do a little more aging on this after it's all put together. We gotta do a little low lighting or like highlighting in the middle. We'll do that quick. Because that'll help the letters stand out too. So we're just gonna use a little fan brush or a little stencil brush to do that. And that does make a difference, otherwise I won't do it. Let's go back to my other dish. I'm going to dab most of it off. Rub most off, make sure I have most of it off here. Look at how that it just adds a little bit of extra dimension to it. I just put that little bit on and look at how far it's going. You can see a little extra in the middle there. Let's do it in here. Here, we got a little in the nose. I love it in the nose. Look at how that just brings that up. Okay, and then we'll do a little in the center here. And let's do some on some of these letters. A little one. I have a littler one here. I do have a littler one, just not here. You're not going to get up and get it. Just adding that little bit. Thank you, Tammy. Most of it, I think I got 3 pair, maybe, like, for my mom, after my mom died. So they all have, like, and they're all different, and I love them all. I think I had 1 pair before. So, yeah, I love wind chimes. I had one in front of the house. I was trying to dig out a plant and move it yesterday, and my head kept hitting it. It was so loud. So loud. That one is just hanging lower. I don't have many places to hang in front of the house. I really don't have any place to hang in front of the house. So it's like on my flag. Like my, I have like a home gnome flag. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. We could spritz the whole thing when we're done too. We could definitely do that. Okay. Let me just get a little more raffia to add under the hat. And then it's up to you guys. If you want to see me how I did the bow, or I can just put the bow on. It doesn't matter. Okay. Let's put the scarecrow together first. That's just, isn't he cute? So we're gonna put just a little bit of raffia hanging down. Figure out the easiest way to do it. Thank you, Diane and Tammy. Now I just did it almost like you're going to do a bow, and then I'm going to trim them down. I'll be able to spread them out. I think that's the easiest way to get them on here. It's pretty good. Yeah, Tammy, I love this glue. I have 4 more bottles last week that I ordered. They came in. Big mess going on here. Okay, and then I'm just going to trim this off. I'm just going to fan them out a little bit. I think it's going to be good. Good to go. We might have to make them a little shorter yet. Oh, I think that's going to be good. Maybe just a little shorter in the middle. Exactly. All right, let's just do the glue right on here. I'm just going to hold them down a second just so that stays put. And we'll just go back and press it in a minute again. Remember the highlighted dark green up here? It's really not where it needs to be, but it's fine. Oh, he's so cute. What I should do is take just a little bit of black and do that up there, but it's okay. Look at how cute he is. All right, and this is going to go on here, so we have to put that. You know what? We're going to put a little bit of accessory behind it. Just a little bit. Bangs, yes, bangs. Why did you cut them straight across? Okay, we're gonna let that hang a little. We'll have to keep pushing that down a little bit. Let's get some of this on. You know what? Let's put a little dab of this. Just to give it a quick stick. He's so cute. All right, and let's get this now. Let's see what we're going to do here. He's going to be on here like this. Hello Fall is going to be over here. And then the bird is going to be up here. We're going to put a little bit of, I think that Excelsior behind him too. Always shorter in the middle. Right. It's gonna hang down. Okay, let's add a little bit of behind the bird. So again, this kit is not in the shop yet. It'll be in later today. Okay, but so I think I'm not going to include any of this Excelsior, or I'm not going to include bow, because everybody is going to do different colors. I feel. Not everybody's going to do it exactly like mine. And what I did was what will match my colors. And I'll show you the fabrics I used. I'll show you my bow. If you want me to do the bow on here, I can. Get a little more. I got a little heavy on the glue for here, so you'll see a little glue. It does dry clear though. Okay, and then that Hello Fall we have to put on yet. Okay. Let's show you the bow. Again, if you want me to do it on here, I can. But this is going to be the bow, and we're going to add the star on it. Just want to see where this is going to go so I'm not covering up the wording. There we go. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Barb. I didn't add my little dots that I usually add yet. I still could do that. So there's other things we could do yet. I just know this is a long time. So I don't think I'm going to do the bow. Oh, you would like to see me make the bow? It doesn't take long. But just I know I'm on here a long time. Who wants to see me do the bow? I'm in front of Larry's TV. So he's like, you can be done. You could be done. Do you want me to do the bowl? Or do you want me to be done? Larry will just roll with it. just roll with it. I feel like I should do like at least splattering. Just to make it together, but I mean, you could do some of this on the scarecrow too. I think I'll do that after. Okay, let's add the scarecrow on. Just add the bow, everybody's will be different. Okay, they're with you. Honestly, you're with me too. It's so long live. These kits always are though, because I always feel like I add the extra little touches. I like adding the extra little touches. You could even have the scarecrow hanging off the top if you want. Okay, I do have a star somewhere. There it is. Okay, let's get this bow. We're gonna hot glue this on. It'll just stick better. Probably 10 minutes, sure, honey.
10?
Probably. Honestly, he's just waiting for me to cut his hair.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So what I have in here on the back, I have a white burlap. And then I have Tim Holtz. There's a yellow fabric in here that I tore. There's a black fabric in here. And then I have this homespun fabric. Got raffia in here. I've got a little bit of jute hanging in there. There's all kinds of stuff hanging in there. Thank you, Kathy. I like adding those touches too. And they really will make a difference and they won't take long. The little dots always make a big difference for me, so that's what we're going to add. Those are quick and easy. We could always add in splattering yet. I could add some of the aging on top of the scarecrow, but you know, the bow really doesn't show that it need. I mean, you see more of the bow than that, so I think I'm okay with that. All right, we're gonna take just a little more of that vintage white. Thank you, Tara. And I usually like adding little dots in places. Just adds a little bit of cuteness on there. Show you all the little added in a second. We're going to add on some of these letters too. That's going to make a big difference on these letters. I'll show you in a second. So I'm just taking a stylus. You can use a toothpick. You can use the end of a paintbrush. I like these. You can get these most any craft store. Okay, that's really cute. Let's just add a little up on the curl here. I think he's done. I think he's done. All right. Look at how cute he is. So I'll probably trim out the bottom of the bow. I'll trim that off, but look at what the dots do. Can you see that? You see, just adding those little dots really make a difference. Look at on the Hello Fall. Made it super cute. And on the crow, I think that just really added a lot. I should add just little tiny dots to the star too, just to blend it all together. Oh, I need a little button too, don't I? I need a little button. Let's do the star yet. Okay, those are just tiny little ones. Let's get a button out, and then we'll call it done, and then we'll do a random act of kindness drawing. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate it, and you're very welcome. I said these will be trimmed down. These will definitely be trimmed down. They could even be trimmed down all the way up to here, and you could have it as a shelf sitter. Let's find a little button, and we're going to add a little button right to the hat. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Isn't it cute? Not lose it. Oh, that's a little big though. Here. That'll be perfect. And it says blend. It says blend. Thank you, Linda. I'm not even going to put string in it. It is what it is. That is cute. All right, let me show you. And you take a screenshot of it. Like I said, it'll be in my shop later today. I won't include the excelsior or the bow just because, you know, everybody's going to do theirs with different colors, whatever matches in their decor. But theirs with a button on, super cute. So, you're welcome, Linda. He's adorable. He's so adorable. Love how he turned out.
Neat.
Yeah, he's adorable too, right? But he won't come on. So you guys don't know that he's adorable. He won't even talk to you. He won't talk to you. You're welcome, Linda. Yeah, when he comes on, you can tell him he's adorable. Okay? But not until then. See, they're all saying adorable, but they're talking about this guy, not that guy.
Thank you.
So, all right, let's do a random act of kindness drawing. Tammy Hunter, private message me your mailing address. I'll get you happy mail. Please do a random act of kindness for someone. So, All right, that was a long live. I apologize, but I needed to do that out there so you could see how cute that he could actually be. I'll be putting these in my Etsy shop later today after I post it, and I'll post a picture of this finished project on my Facebook page with a link to that, and have fun with it, and then go out and post your pictures of Crafty Servants Crafting Club. So I bet you can't wait for that. Right? So, all right, y'all have a good one.